What if I told you that literally everything in your life right now, your biggest wins, your absolute worst struggles, your entire environment, and even your future was handcrafted by you? Most of us look around and we blame the economy, right? We blame our upbringing or just plain bad luck for our circumstances. But honestly, we're looking in the completely wrong direction. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're tearing down the illusion of external control. We're diving deep into an incredible AsAManThinketh summary, exploring the phenomenal work of James Allen to show you exactly how your mindset is the ultimate master power. James Allen hits us with this shocking, totally counterintuitive truth right out of the gate. Men do not attract that which they want, but that which they are. Just let that sink in for a second. You cannot simply wish for a better life. You can't pray for success while secretly harboring toxic thoughts. The universe doesn't just hand you what you casually want, it gives you what you fundamentally are. To change your life, you literally have to change the very fabric of who you are. Section 1. The Master of Thought. In this book summary, we are uncovering the core idea that changes absolutely everything. You are the master weaver of both your inner character and your outer environment. See, the mind isn't just a passive recording device taking in the world. It's a transforming and regenerative agency. This means that by understanding the laws of thought, you hold the master key to every single situation you find yourself in. You are literally molding your destiny from the inside out. You aren't a victim of your life, you're its architect. Moving right into Section 2, the mind is a garden. There is an inescapable nature to this law, and it's one of the most powerful key ideas in all of personal growth. Think of your mind as a garden. Whether intelligently cultivated or just left to run wild, your mind must and will bring forth fruit. Every single thought you allow to take root is a seed. Good thought seeds, they blossom into joyful acts and bear the sweet fruit of success and peace. But if you neglect that garden, wild weeds take over. Those negative, fearful, or angry thoughts blossom into ignorant acts, and they inevitably bear the bitter fruit of suffering. You're the master gardener. So what are you planting today? Section 3. Thought, Habit, and Circumstance. Diving deeper into the mechanics of this philosophy, we have to understand this undeniable pipeline from your inner thoughts to your outer world. And listen, this isn't just theory. It's an unbending mechanical law of human nature. People imagine that thought can be kept a secret, right? Just locked away safely in their heads. But no way. Thoughts rapidly crystallize into habits, and those habits solidify into the tangible circumstances of your everyday life. Pure thoughts crystallize into habits of self-control, which solidify into peaceful circumstances. Thoughts of courage crystallize into manly action, and that solidifies into prosperity. You literally cannot skip a step. Your outer life is just a delayed echo of your inner thoughts. Circumstance does not make the man. It reveals him to himself. I mean, wow, this is one of the most liberating, yet frankly terrifying life lessons from James Allen. It completely shifts the blame away from external factors. If you're surrounded by chaos, well, it's because there is chaos in your mind. Your environment is merely a looking glass, reflecting your exact inner state right back at you. Which brings us to a really tough question. Why do we constantly fight against our circumstances? Revolting against an external effect is completely useless if you aren't willing to uproot the internal cause fueling it. It's kind of like trying to pull out weeds by just snipping off the top leaves while fiercely watering the roots. You have to stop fighting the outside world and start fixing the internal engine. Section 4. Purpose and Achievement. To truly harness this power for success, we have to look at what happens when thought is finally directed toward a definitive target. Aimless thinking gets aimless results. But when you make a legitimate purpose the centralizing point of your thoughts, something magical happens. It becomes a creative force. You stop being this scattered bundle of wavering thoughts and fluctuating sensations. You actually overcome the paralyzing sensations of doubt and fear because your focus is entirely consumed by your mission. Without a purpose, failure is almost guaranteed. Until thought is linked with purpose, there is no intelligent accomplishment. Think about it. In all human affairs, there are efforts and there are results. The strength of the effort is the exact measure of the result. Intellectual and spiritual achievements don't just fall from the sky by chance. They only come from long, arduous, and fiercely focused mental effort. Section 5. Practical Life Application. All right, let's transition this philosophy into reality. Theory is great, but how does shifting your mindset actually alter practical, everyday situations? How does this help you? Well, by applying these principles, you realize that absolutely everything is governed by your internal narrative. Take your health, for instance. The body is the servant of the mind. Clean thoughts create a clean life and a clean body. There's literally no physician like a cheerful thought. When facing adversity, your mindset shifts completely. You stop playing the victim and view it as a spiritual lesson you just need to outgrow. And failure? It's no longer the end of the road. It becomes a necessary pathway to future attainment. And this leads directly to a profound sense of peace. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. True serenity happens when you finally understand the internal relations of cause and effect. When you know deep down that you are the architect, you stop fuming, worrying, and grieving. You remain perfectly poised, even in the face of chaos, because you know you control the inputs. All of this rests on one absolute law of the universe. He that seeketh, findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Nature will always help you gratify the thoughts you most encourage. Let that sink in for a moment. The universe actually bends to match the frequency of your disciplined focus. If you obsess over negative thoughts, the universe provides opportunities to manifest evil. But if you obsess over virtuous, purposeful thoughts, the universe paves the way for immense personal growth and success. Section 6. Key Lessons and Takeaways. To anchor everything we've covered in self-improvement, let's distill this explainer down to the absolute most critical main lessons. Number 1. You are the master gardener of your soul. Your mind brings forth exactly what you plant in it. Number 2. Circumstance reveals the man. Your outer world is just a mirror of your inner self. 3. Clean thoughts make clean habits, which build a clean life. 4. Suffering is always the effect of wrong thought. It shows you are out of harmony with yourself. 5. Purpose conquers doubt and fear. Focus creates reality. And 6. Calmness of mind is true power. These takeaways prove that the divinity shaping your ends is not some external mystical force. It's your very self. James Allen wraps this up beautifully. The vision that you glorify in your mind, the ideal that you enthrone in your heart, this you will build your life by, this you will become. Humanity simply cannot forget its dreamers, because dreams are the literal seedlings of realities. Whatever you secretly harbor inside, you will eventually unveil to the world. Which leaves us with one final, undeniable question. What vision are you secretly harboring in your soul today? Because whether you realize it or not, you are building your future this very second. Since you will inevitably fall, remain, or rise in exact accordance with your thoughts, the only question left to answer is, what do you choose to build starting right now?